Only a jacket type of day, but Cameron, the sunshine made for a nice mid-March day.
Nina, with all that sunshine, temperatures this afternoon running about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Near Lake Michigan, temps were in the 30s, but inland we had 40s and 50s, and in Iowa we had 60s. And those 60s will be heading our way for the next couple of days away from the lake. Quiet weather, of course, across northeast Wisconsin this evening. There's lots of sunshine out there, just a few high clouds. Your evening planner calls for high clouds to continue on and off as we get past sunset and closer to midnight. Temperatures will fall through the 40s once the sun goes down and eventually getting into the 30s.
A teenager accused in the stabbing death of his mother has waived his rights to a preliminary hearing. 15-year-old Reed Galinsky is being charged as an adult after prosecutors say he planned to kill both of his parents. Prosecutors say Galinsky was inspired by a recent documentary on the Menendez brothers, who were convicted of killing their parents back in 1996. Galinsky's mother, Suzanne, was found stabbed to death in her home on March 4th. The teen is expected back in court in June. In downtown Green Bay, demolition of the former Wisconsin Public Service building has begun. Interior demolition was completed earlier this month, and crews recently began working on the exterior of the 7-story office tower. A WPS spokesperson says they plan to complete demolition of both buildings within the first half of this year. The city is working to develop the site, but WPS says it's still evaluating its options to sell the site, and says its commitment, quote, remains on ensuring that it's successfully redeveloped to benefit the Green Bay area. The village of Bellevue in Brown County has made it no secret that it hopes to develop every inch of its land. And now another housing project is in the works. Your Bellevue neighborhood reporter Carl Winter tells us how this new plan is actually a new version of an old idea.
Here on the edge of the Green Bay area, a housing subdivision is being proposed again after 10 years and 2 failed attempts. But this time, the village and one of the developers think the houses are happening.
There's a shortage of housing out there, and we really need units to kind of bring things back to equilibrium.
Tina Bunker is a realtor and also represents one of 3 companies developing this land. She says the company is hoping to build 1-story homes here that will cost buyers between $400,000 and $500,000. A version of the project was proposed in 2014 and another in 2022, but infrastructure issues stalled it.
The need for the deep sewer for this particular project has slowed things down, but it looks like the Village of Bellevue wants to move forward at this point.
She's right. Bellevue Village staff says they're behind it.
This is a critical development in just continuing the evolution and growth of that area in the plans that have been adopted.
Wednesday night, the village board will consider 2 plat maps for a total of 45 single-family homes and a handful of 2-family lots. A committee has already recommended approval.
And are you confident that this time the plan will make it all the way through in this version of it?
I'm hopeful that we'll get something done. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
The village board meets at 6:30 on Wednesday night at Village Hall on Eaton Road. And though there are several other steps before the subdivision is finalized, Bunker hopes construction here can begin by the end of the year. In Bellevue, Carl Winter, NBC 26.
It has been a community staple for more than a century. Green Bay's Blackstone Family Restaurant. Up next, in our brand new series, A Curious Guy, our own ACG, Avi Kargloff, catches up with the diner's owner about what's changed in recent years.
You're watching NBC 26, part of the Scripps News Group.
Now to a new segment we're calling A Curious Guy. Our own curious guy, Avi Kargloff, will be spotlighting people in our community that help service our experiences and places unique to Northeast Wisconsin. Well, today he's exploring one local business that's seen this area change in a way few others have. Avi has more from Green Bay.
When I heard there was only one locally owned 24-hour diner in Green Bay, I was surprised and curious. I'm here just west of the Broadway district outside the Blackstone Family Restaurant. This is a unique place where people from all walks of life can get any type of meal at any time of day. And when I stopped by, I was blown away by the changes the owner and the regulars have seen over the years.
Hi, welcome. You can sit wherever you like.
Day or night at Blackstone Family Restaurant, the open sign is always on.
My schedule is very sporadic, so it's nice to know that if I get off work at 12:30 in the morning, I have something available that's good.
They're Green Bay's only locally owned 24-hour diner, open at all hours since 1908, even predating the Packers.
A lot of people, after they've been partying or out having a few drinks and stuff, are looking for some food. This place is pretty popular.
It's the long hours and endless options. You can ask the chef to whip you up just about anything that have kept the Blackstone around for so long.
Thank you. You're welcome. It normally comes with French fries and then
And the people that have devoted their lives to this place are doing it in their own backyard.
I grew up in this neighborhood, 6 blocks away.
Bob Freeman has only owned the Blackstone since last July, but he's been here for more than 3 decades in various roles, working for his sister, who had previously owned the diner since 1989. That was a good sandwich. That was a very good sandwich. Running this place has allowed him to see the area change in ways others don't.
We used to have people that would come in the middle of the night getting done with work in groups. You don't see that anymore. I guess the economy's changed, and the whole world has really changed.
What would you say are some of the things that have changed in this area over the last 5, 10, 15 years?
A lot of small businesses have shut down during the last 10, 15 years. Our community, I can see, like a lot of the older people, they can't afford a lot. The whole neighborhood, this whole city they're more at home now and they're not out and about as much.
Bob says the Blackstone is a snapshot of the Green Bay around him.
We used to have people coming from the bars, they got done at 10, 11 o'clock at night, went out to the bars, now they're coming to eat. It's still like that, but not like it used to be.
Still, after all these years, the late night hours serve the community in a way no other local shop can match, cementing the Blackstone as a core piece of Green Bay.
Really like the food, the service is good, that is open late night. We just got done with a concert. Another time we brought our kids here too, so that was fun.
This is my social life, is talking to the customers and the people, and because I'm here a lot. I have a lot of pride in the Blackstone because it's so old. It's historic in Green Bay.
If you come here enough, you might start to notice some of the city's changes for yourself. Plus, the cook can start making your food right away, since they say there's plenty of orders they know by heart. In Green Bay, for A Curious Guy, I'm Avi Kargloff, NBC 26.
The quiet weather is coming to an end. We're going to trade this for this. Your forecast is next.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, featuring the 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by your Wisconsin Chevy Super Dealers.
All in all, it was another mild day across the area. Southeast winds keeping it a little bit cooler near the lake, but inland temperatures were mainly in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Right now in Appleton, it is 48. In Green Bay, it is mostly sunny and 47. High pressure is controlling our weather this evening, and it will continue to control our weather for tomorrow and for most of Friday, and then things will begin to change. On the backside of that high, winds are turning to the south, and it is warming up. 47 here in Green Bay this afternoon, but 58 in Minneapolis, 67 in Des Moines, 75 in Kansas City. That warmth is going to be lifting north in response to our next big weather maker, which is making its way through the western part of the country right now. You can see we've got wind advisories, high wind warnings, and high wind watches all over the place, and that system will bring us some gusty winds as well. So out ahead of it, as it pulls out of the Rockies, southerly winds continue to warm us up over the next couple of days. We'll see upper 50s to lower 60s tomorrow away from the lake, and then away from the lake on Friday, it looks like 60s and 70s. Your best chance of seeing 70s will be across central Wisconsin, well to the west of Lake Winnebago. The record high in the Fox Valley is 75 degrees on Friday. That record is safe. Now, as we head into Friday evening and the big storm approaches, so will the threat for some thunderstorms, as you can see on Skycast. That would be Friday night. And believe it or not, the Storm Prediction Center has much of the viewing area under a marginal threat for severe weather Friday night. This is the first of the year, and a marginal risk means that we could be looking at some gusty winds and also some hail. Now, behind that threat of thunderstorms on Saturday, we'll see on and off showers and gusty winds at times between 40 and 50 miles per hour as the area of low pressure moves directly over the state. So another strong spring storm headed our way. A thunderstorm is possible if it can get going. It could be on the strong to severe side. We're going to have some rain Friday night into Saturday, some gusty winds on Saturday. Ice shoves are possible, and then some snow on the backside. Although the heaviest snow is going to be to our north and west, a couple of computer forecast models are now suggesting that we could have a period